Seeing part 2, when we started to see the footage, we knew straight away it was a totally different film. It was all the action of the 7th book, all in one film.
When looking at it as 2 films, it seems unbalanced because you've got yin and yang, you've got, you know, quiet and loud. When you look at it as part of the whole piece, it's theatrical. You have to have the lull before the storm. You have to have the anticipation before the payoff. But David Yates is a director who very much follows the story, and if any film needs to follow a story, it's Harry Potter. David's take on sound is that it very much it's integral. He thought that sound was 85% of a film. I was like, I want to work with this guy. This is great news.
Well, I think with a series like Potter, well, there would be a danger that you would get locked into certain sounds, and there are certain sounds we use which have been there since the first movie. But of course, with each situation, we do tend to adapt those sounds a little bit, but we'll bring something special to absolutely every one of them.
I think there's always a danger that with a franchise like this, that the sound could become quite staid in its approach, and we are, in certain areas, we are tied to certain sounds. There's things that we have to use because that is the generic sound of, you know, magic for this, or a certain kind of spell. But what the effects guys are so fantastic at is just adding those little nuances, the little things that just make you think, no, it's different. It's still gutsy. It still has the character, but it's better.
We started out at Leavesden, which is in Watford, which is where they were actually shooting, which gave us an enormous palette of places to record, stuff to record, things like that that we wouldn't have been able to get very easily had we been just in Soho, just in a normal place.
One of the examples we did was in the room of requirements. There's a lot of furniture that's tumbling over and falling, crashing to the ground. So we decided to stack up furniture, a lot of furniture, and knock it over.
Set the bloody place on fire!
This is another thing that, one of the reasons that was great to be at Leavesden, was it gave us opportunity to do this. They had caravans hanging around, so we loaded it up with crockery and things that can smash, and it's fantastic fun to be able to do that instead of just a library smash, or let's go and record a pane of glass smashing. We got to smash up a caravan.
We also got a special effects unit to set up a flamethrower, which we recorded interior and exterior, so we had all our own completely clean flames, bursts, burning for the room of requirements and for the dragon. As most sound designers will confess, when you're doing a scene with fire, very often you'll incorporate animal sounds to give you that extra warmth and growl and snarl and hiss. And so for us to have the fire actually as animals was kind of turning it on its head a bit.